Yo, what is up, everyone? It is your boy Shyzman 21, and welcome to another video by your boy Shyzman 21. I know it's been quite some bit of time since I've made a YouTube video. Like, I think the last video I made was my mask review, and no, it was just me just making a review on my mask. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty fun. But yeah, for this story animation, it's a little bit different considering that like I unfortunately lost like the photos and like the I also yeah the photos and also the files for my avatar and the background. So there's a reason why it's a little bit different. But I think this one's like a bit of a upgrade. I think it was probably a much needed update. So I say from this time, my avatar, it still like keeps some of the aspects of the original, you know, avatar that I was using, but this time around, longer hair. I, have masks a little bit different. The the shirt and my trousers are a little bit different, so that's pretty cool. I'm also wearing the TSNE shirt, so you know, it's pretty fun. Now, that hasn't like become like an actual thing yet. Maybe I'll make it happen once I do get a bit poppin', and maybe one day start like selling shirts here and there online. Maybe put that like in the you know description below for you guys, like support me and my channel and stuff. And yeah, I think that would be fun. But yeah, I was doing that, and on top of that, I was also just taking a bit of a break, from you know making content because I was focused on school. I was focused on a lot of other stuff, also including taking a break this week, to enjoy my life. My 23rd birthday just happened, on November 21st, so that was absolutely great to reach 23 years old. Like that's crazy, man. I'm almost damn near 25 years old. That's fucking crazy, like on some real shit. But yeah, that was fire. And this Thanksgiving was absolutely great, guys. Oh my god, it was. The food was amazing. My family was a vibe. Everything was a vibe, really. Like I have never felt that way in a very long time. Like I'm serious. Like it's been such a long time since I've actually like enjoyed Thanksgiving with family and stuff. And this just proved to me that despite everything that's been going down, the fact that we all can like get together and celebrate Thanksgiving with each other is still absolutely great. So yeah, shout out to my family for that, and I absolutely love them to death. But yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started on this animation story time. So for this particular story time, I have like three stories that I want to like sort of briefly talk about, and that is going to LA, California for the first time, my experience with driving, and high school fights and dance battles. So for now, let's go ahead and get started on going to LA for the first time. So previously, I actually did went to California like a long time ago when I was like little or whatnot. So it was actually really cool to like this time like go back to California, but this time to actually go to LA. So last time it was San Jose, but this time it was LA, and it was in 2017 when I went with my family, at least like half of the family, to go to LA. And it was like a pretty big travel because, where I'm from, it's a little different. Like, I'm from New Mexico, of course, but that's neither here or there. Um, it was like a little bit of a long drive, but like compared to how it would be like, if, let's say, if you live somewhere like in New York, but you're trying to go to LA or whatnot, that's gonna be a long ass travel. Like, oh god, especially driving and stuff. Woo boy, ooh boy. And I cannot imagine how it would be like if, let's say, if you use like airplane for that. So that's a different story. But yeah, we went. We drove on a definitely not a very rapey van, of course. And we just drove from here to California, And before we truly went to like LA, we kind of stopped at like I think at a certain place, but it was In and Out Burger, and oh my god, guys, like, I can understand why a lot of people like In and Out Burger because it is pretty good, and yeah, the one that I went to was like really interesting to say the least, and I heard that where I'm from here, again, New Mexico. Apparently, they're gonna be doing like In and Out Burger somewhere here, and that's gonna be fun to see how we would do it because technically we kind of have an In and Out Burger equivalent, and that is Blake's, and that's different story because you know I might probably compare like food companies here and there to see like what's the best because as like an international food connoisseur, I would like to try out some like really interesting foods here and there from either like state, out of state, or even out of a country, and just like try some of them out, and maybe even one day you know become one of the greatest international food connoisseurs of all time. That's gonna be great. But that's besides the point. Yeah, but once we went to LA, it was different, guys. Like, I mean, different. Like, the atmosphere was completely different. The scenery was interesting. The beach was cool to see. I went to go there as well to with my family, of course, and we just had a bit of fun there. We went there like multiple times, and it was cool to see. And I think we also went to like a lot of like other places too as well. And then California's infamous thing about like bags and stuff being like a little bit more pricey to get, and that shit is like what the entire what. So that was fun to experience the fact that over there you gotta actually cost a bag at Walmart in California. Come on now, that is just weird. And then just so many like wacky scenarios too that was just like going down as well. And yeah, like my mom and my sister accidentally going to Compton apparently, so that was wild as fuck. Because Compton is well, I ain't gonna say too much on that because it is different. So I won't speak too much on that. You know. So I won't say too much on that. I'm just glad that my mom and sister made it out alive there. But yeah, that happened. Um, what else? Oh yeah, we went to Disneyland, so that one was fun. Oh, and Universal Studios, so that was interesting, and just there was just so many like moments that, like I said, I want to just like keep it brief here because I have like two other stories that I want to talk about. But there was just a lot that was going down in LA, and wow, it would take me an awful amount of time to just like talk about all of it. So if you guys want to like see a little bit more in depth with like my full experience with California, just let me know because I might probably do a story time with that, maybe this time with my face, kind of like how Susie would like do like combinations of like animation then like showing his real life face and stuff. So like that'd be like kind of cool to see or kind of cool to do. Maybe let me know if you guys want to see that. But yeah, I'll probably say that for another time for like another story that I want to talk about, including like Guitar Girl, which I've been wanting to do, but it's just like I've been doing a lot of other stuff. So once this semester's over and I prioritize a bit more with my career endeavor, then we'll have to see. But anyways, that's besides the point. That's all I'm gonna say about LA, California. I'll let you guys like say too for that whenever I do make another story about that. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Let's go ahead and go to another story, and that is my experience with driving. Oh boy, there's a lot that I want to say about my experiences with driving. Now, I would say that I've been, driving for about a year, and it's been, pretty interesting to say the least. I been having some interesting encounterments when it came to driving. such as realizing that, people absolutely suck at driving. And there's just been so many times that I almost got into a wreck with just a lot of these people. And, including this like one time that I will like get into that happened recently. But it's like, yeah. From my experience from driving for about a year, it's been like, hit and miss here and there. I have been having multiple times where people just all of a sudden, just for whatever reason, just don't even know how to like drive correctly. And it just like pisses me off when like I almost got into like several wrecks with these people. And it's just like, ugh. Okay. Starting with this one time when I was with my cousin. Um, I don't know what happened, but I remember we was like coming down, somewhere, and I kept on going because the I was in the lane to like keep going, and the light was kind of turning yellow a little bit, but I still had the clear way to still keep going. So, I didn't have like time to like maybe stop here and there to like have anyone. I don't know. If I would have stopped there, then obviously I would. It would be awkward, but um, though it ended up being awkward, and once we get into like the situation here, but when we get to the point where this person started doing a U-turn while I was still going, mind you, and like I almost T-boned this person, and I had to stop like immediately to like not hit the car, but I had to honk very, very, very loud for this person to actually move out the way, because the fact that they did not see me, or they did but they still kept on going, just says a lot. And I'm just like, oh, what the hell. So it was just like very infuriating. And then turned out it was actually an old lady that was doing that. But even still, like, I can sort of understand that. Like, maybe she didn't see me, but either way, like, if there's like a car like legitimately like in your face and you can sort of see it, even if you don't really have a good eyesight, you can like technically see something coming, towards you. You might just maybe stop for a bit, but I don't know. She did not, and thankfully, of course, I didn't decide to like T-bone her, so I'm very nice with that. But I definitely wasn't nice with the honking, so it's whatever on that. But yeah, it's whatever. But this happened recently. Okay, after that happened, there was something that happened recently. Same cousin. Like, I would have lost my crap. I was literally coming home. I was like at the street to like come home to see my mom or whatnot. Um. Okay. I was still going, right? The light was green. The car, yeah. There was like two cars that was in front of me that it was basically traffic. Okay. So I was like, riding with, two cars and stuff, and we were just like both all like, moving forward and stuff to like, make it to the light since it was green and stuff. Tell me why. Tell me why this absolute buffoon, almost T-boned me. And then I had to like move out a way just a tiny bit. Like, it was just so like, it was so infuriating that the car just almost T-boned me. And if it almost hit me, bro, I would have lost my shit if it did. No, like, straight up. Like, I would have been, like, about to, like, probably punch that driver. And I didn't care who it was. Because, like, the fact that they, decided to, buzz a bee, and try to, like, hit me, ooh. And I hope that this person is watching this low key, because like I am mad at you. I am disappointed in you. Your father doesn't love you. Your mother doesn't love you. Everyone in your family and friends don't even love you. You piece of garbage. And you will always will be a piece of garbage. But yeah, that happened. So, uh, I'm not usually this angry, but it's just like the thing was, it was so infuriating because like I almost got hit. So it was just like, ugh. That's when I realized, people just absolutely suck. And that was something I wasn't even technically prepared for, even when I was like driving. Well, maybe a little bit, when I was in driving school. But like, even still, I didn't expect that it would be this bad. It was super bad, guys. So yeah, it sucked. But yeah, even despite all that, I still like driving. I like just the feeling of just like having the car and just all this other stuff, and it's really cool to do. And I wouldn't trade that for a world. And I would like to eventually one day, like of course, own my own car, but also at the same time, I would like to have a motorcycle just to like do other things. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about my experience with driving. It is fun, but also sucks a bit because people suck. Ugh. Yeah, it was whatever, but yeah. I think we're almost heading to the end here. I'm sorry there's have been like, some few cuts here and there that I have to do because, YouTube, not YouTube, just what's going on with my computer. So I'm gonna have to like maybe get that tidied up a bit. But anyways, that it is what it is. We're almost to the end, so let's go ahead and talk about this final story, and that is high school fights / dance battles. So it's been like almost 5 years, give or take. Actually not even almost 5 years. It's been like almost like a decade since I've been in high school, which is weird to say because I graduated during a pandemic, so that was fun. But nah, like this all happened, even actually before that, pandemic happened. Um yeah, there was like a fight that was just like happening here and there where it would be, either a guy and a guy fight or a girl and a girl fight. And from what I've like witnessed from a few fights I've seen, it's been like, hit or miss, and sometimes just like, bloody at times. Cause I even saw like a video of like, I think, I don't know if he was my homie or whatnot, but he was like, I was well acquainted with him. Apparently, he got sucker punched so bad by some freshman, and he was also senior too. And like, yeah, it was just like he was bloodied up, man. I was like, God, Lee, that freshman must have like put a dent in that fool, and he kind of did. So that sucked. But yeah, that happened, and then I just like seen like one too many times of just like that happening, and then apparently slapboxing when I was in the bathroom, and I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? So that happened. So yeah, and then I vividly remembered this like girl fight happening where I guess this one girl pushes another girl into like this girl bathroom, and they just started like going ham on each other. I was like, whoa, what is happening? And mind you, this happened during Thanksgiving, so I was like, whoa, I did not expect that to happen. Like, I really did not. It was insane. I was like, what? I lost my mind when that happened. And yeah, it was just crazy, man. We be having some like crazy fights in my high school. So that happened. If you guys like know some of that, you already know what I'm talking about on like, a few like fights here and there. And then there would be like some dance battles here that were also like pretty cool too. And I've actually like participated in almost a lot of that, and it was a lot of fun just, being able to like, try to see who can like out dance the other. And man, it was a lot of fun because there would also be like a lot of other like, students too that would like come in and also like, do their thing. Even like some of my homies too and my homegirls as well were also in it. And it was just a lot of fun. And yeah, I used to be like popping at the time too, just like dance and stuff. I still do to a certain extent today, but like, I do it in, my own way, like, Miles Morales, you know what I'm saying? But otherwise, it was a lot of fun. It really, really was. And it brought a lot of joy. Brought me like some like really cool friends and stuff, and some interesting rivalries here and there that I still remember to this day. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Just being able to just let loose and just do my thing and just dancing to some like really dope songs here and there that were there. And yeah, it was just great, guys. It really, really was. So it was the most lady times from like junior and senior year. And yeah, including the fights too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, those fights have been crazy. Heck, at some point I almost got into it, but that was like way in my freshman year that I will probably get into another time. But even still, like, yeah, I almost got into a fight with some fucker, but it is what it is, you know. But otherwise, yeah, it was insane in high school. Like, just the amount of shit that be going down there, man. Oh man, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, nonetheless, I still look back on some of these like moments with like such nostalgia, because being an adult right now is like eek, man, eeky. I did not expect it to be this tough, but it is what it is. Um, yeah, I think that's all I gotta say for this animation story time 3. Definitely a little bit of edits to like make sure that it's good, and also to not reveal of any type of information, because I think I accidentally did. So I might tidy that up a bit, but otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed this nice little animation story time. And my, of course, my little avatar doing his thing and stuff, and possibly trying out like a few avatars here and there to keep you guys entertained here and there. But yeah, I said it. I know I said it, but hey, fuck it. You gotta repeat what you guys say, especially in the back, because sometimes those guys, they be barely listening. But anyways, that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys enjoyed this animation story time. I will get you guys back on with another story time. But this time, I will be possibly talking about Guitar Girl. I've been hyping that little story up for quite a bit of time, and I will eventually talk about that once again I get ready to go on this career endeavor when it comes to a lot of the stuff. So give or take by December, I don't know, December 10th, maybe even December 12th, maybe the animation story time 4 will be out. And that also will include like some other animations too, like Ninja Animation 2, which I will be doing at some point. And yeah, I'm just going to be just doing a lot of like, creative things, man. So I'm super excited to see how this is going to go. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, comment, and subscribe for more Liddy videos like this. And I will see you guys in another time. Stay peaceful, stay amazing, and most importantly, learn how to drive, people, please. Do not do something stupid by trying to crash into other people. Just learn how to drive, please. Anyways, that's all I gotta say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.